What is up, peeps? Welcome back to this new tutorial series on how to build this photorealistic interior office scene from scratch in Blender 2.8. So now you will learn scale matching using the fSpy. I know we've done a bunch of tutorials on this fSpy, but I just didn't want to miss any step along the way. So you will find the links down below to download the fSpy program and also the add-on for Blender. So with no further ado, let's get to work. Alright, so let's get to work. So this is our fSpy program. I'm gonna simply move it to the side and I'm gonna drag my reference, this office reference. You will find it down below. So I'm gonna simply drag it and drop it over here in the fSpy. Perfect. So I'm gonna start first by end-emitting that image like this, and let's start aligning these axes. So this is pretty straightforward. So let's start with the x-axis. So let's follow, for example, this one is pretty obvious. This slide like this. Alright, on the other side, let's take this one. Gonna simply drag it like that. Alright, perfect. And also for the other axis, I would like to switch the y-axis. From here, I'm gonna be switching it to the z-axis. And let's, for example, follow two columns. For example, this one on the right, on the left side, pretty much obvious. And the other one on the right side. So for example, we can follow one of these columns. This one over here, let's go all the way to the top. As you can see, we still have an invalid vanishing point. So let's see what we can do. So for example, we can tweak this one a little bit. What about bringing it over here to this corner instead? Yeah, something is not right. So let's find some other spot. So for example, let's follow this line, this door line. Yeah, I think now it's working. So from here, I'm gonna just go and save this fSpy file. Let me save it to the desktop. Let's call it interior office -fSpy. Okay, so let's save it. Perfect. So now let's jump into Blender. So the first step, of course, is to install that add-on. So go to Edit, Preferences, and over here Install, and you will choose that fSpy add-on. I already did that. So basically, when you're done, you can search for fSpy over here, and you will check this box: Import, Export fSpy files. You will be able to export all the files. So I'm gonna just delete everything from here. Go to File, Import, and go down to the fSpy. You can see this option. It's gonna pop up. Click on it and let's choose this interior fSpy that we exported from our fSpy program. So double click and pretty much good. We have everything working as expected. But as you can see, we have some problems. So you can see that the camera is down below. So over here you can see it's -2.7. So which means that we should go back over here and switch the z-axis to the -z if you want to have it accurate. But that's fine. It's not a big issue. You can just move it up. But also I didn't like this 2.7 meters, so it makes no sense to have it over here. So I'm gonna just move it up until something like 1.75 or something like that. It looks like a decent, or 1.8, which is the default height of a human being. Okay, so from here we're gonna just take it over and start building our environment. So I'm gonna start first by building the room. So Shift A, let's start with the plane, put it like that. Let me scale it up. Also, we're going to be trying to follow these corners. So the first corner is going to be this one on the right side. Let me just follow it. So as you can see, the fSpy help us to match all these dimensions of our room. So GX, also let me enable my screencast keys. Just like this. Alright, so GX, move it back like this a little bit, tiny little bit to the left, like that. Okay, also on the other side, let me take it all the way to the other side. Also make sure that this plane over here, it's on the floor. As you can see, it's on the floor. It's not up. Alright, so let's carry on. I think on this side, it looks pretty much decent. Maybe just a tad to the right. Perfect. Alright, so from here, let's just select this face and hit E and extrude it up. But I think it doesn't match over here. It looks a bit messy. So we can extrude it like this. Alright, let me also check. Yeah, I think we need to go way back. So GX, or let's go forward, not backward, like this. So as you can see, it's matching on the right side, but it's not. We have some problems on the left side. So we might go back and tweak it even more, but I think we're not shooting for 100% accuracy. You can see over here it's matching perfectly. Over here it's not that good. But we can, for example, drag this one like this. That's fine. We can sacrifice this corner over here. Perfect. Alright, also on this front face, let me just bring it outside like this. Also, let me check again. I think this is our room. It looks pretty much good. Also, we can bring our reference. I'm gonna simply expand this one. And from this plus icon like this, let me drag up. Switch this one to the image editor. And let's choose our office. This office interior, let's check. So as a starting point, it looks good. Also, we can put our table. Let me just put it. So let me switch to the wireframe, select the bottom side. We can, for example, yeah, let's just copy this one, the bottom, take it up, scale it down like this. Okay, hit E and go a little bit down to create that depth. Select it using the L key, hit B to separate it from the rest. And let me tweak it a little bit. So we can, for example, insert an edge loop over here. Can bevel it, but before that, let me do this so that we can keep an eye on both of these. So from here, let me hit 0 so that we can focus on our camera. Scale Y. Scale it outside until it matches this corner like this. And after that, we're gonna just do the bevel. So Control B, bevel like that, and we can insert multiple frames. As you can see, we messed that. So let's just, for example, increase this one even up like this. Control B, so something like this, maybe down a little bit. Okay, Control B, and I think it's a perfect match right now. We can delete the front face, X, delete this face. Also, we can create the base. We can select the first one, Control, select the last one, Shift D, duplicate, scale like this, and hit E and go down to create that base. Also, we can activate the snap tool from here. Also, the shortcut for it is Shift Tab. You can see that over here, this that's magnet, yeah, and we can take it and snap it. So as you can see, we need to change the mode from the increment to the vertex, and let's snap it right there. Perfect. Okay, so that's it for this tutorial. So we learned how to match the same scale of our scene. So if you have any questions, leave them down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and I hope to see you in the coming tutorial. Take care.